What's up, guys? My name's WideTucan, and today I am going to be your coding classmate, your computer science classmate, because I don't know about computer science, and honestly, I'm almost 30 years old. I should learn how this works, because at this point, 1000% of our life is dependent on computer science. Computers are used in everything, and I don't even know the basics of how they work. I just let them work, and that's kind of it. I don't need to know how they work, but I feel like I want to. So yeah, I've never taken a computer science class before. I know my basics on computers. Like, I did build my PC, so I know that. Like, I know like the basic pieces. You know, my job has been online making content for over 10 years, so you know I get the basics. Yeah, that's my foundation. Never learned a programming language, never taken a class on it. And I was interested in taking classes about it, but the problem in high school, in college, is you only get a couple electives. You can only take so many electives, and I just didn't have space on my schedule to learn it. But you know, it's never too late to learn something new, so let's start. We're gonna be using free Code Camp today. And it comes with a inspiring quote at the top to get us started. It says, "Even if you're on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there." So let's just let's get moving then. Let's stop sitting there so we stop getting run over. The first thing we're learning to do is responsive web design certification. Oh, one more thing has to be said real fast, is I am not going to be learning coding alone. I have Twitch chat. We have some real people to help me if I ever get stuck, so I'm not going to be by my lonely. We have my mom in chat who's going to be learning coding with us, because I was like, "Mom, I don't know this. You should learn it with me so we can like know how to do something together." And she's like, "Yeah, let's do it." And so I got her support. And then we also have the support of ChatGPT, who can help us a lot. I don't know how ChatGPT helps us with coding, but all the news websites are saying that it's going to revolutionize coding and make it to where people who code are going to be, it says like they're going to be obsolete. The thing is, they're not going to be obsolete. Someone still has to do stuff. But it's going to make it much easier, is pretty much. Like, it's going to make learning it much more fun. Because I think the best thing about ChatGPT is, like, if I code something, like my very first thing, and it doesn't work, who's going to check it? Like, I'm not going to be in school. I don't have a professor who can look over it and test it. I mean, I guess somebody in Twitch chat could, like, tell me what's wrong, because we do have people who probably know how to code in Twitch chat. So we do have that. But what if I'm not streaming and I'm just practicing? Well, I can copy the code. I can paste it into ChatGPT. It can look over it and tell me what's wrong. How can you assist me with learning how to code? Let's just ask ChatGPT. It'll tell us. It probably knows how it'll assist us. I don't have to. That's like one of the things is I don't need to speculate. I literally have it right here in front of me answering the questions. It can answer questions. It can provide explanations. It can recommend resources. It can offer challenges. It can help with projects. The best way to learn is to practice and write code yourself. Don't hesitate to dive in, make mistakes, and get messy. I had to replace it with Miss Frizzle's catchphrase from the Magic School Bus. Anyways, today we're starting lesson number 1, which is responsive web design certification. In this responsive web design certification, you'll learn the languages that developers use to build web pages. HTML, which stands for Hypertext Markup Language. See, I didn't even know that. For content, and CSS, Cascading Style Sheets for design. I have no clue what that is either. First, you'll build a cat photo app. I do love cat photos. To learn the basics of HTML and CSS. Later, you'll learn modern techniques like CSS variables by building a penguin. Huh? And best practices for accessibility by building a quiz site. Finally, you'll learn how to make web pages that respond to different screen sizes by building a photo gallery with Flexbox and a magazine article layout with CSS Grid. Whoa. Okay. HTML tags give a web page its structure. You can use HTML tags to add photos, buttons, and other elements to your web page. In this course, you'll learn the most common HTML tags by building your own cat photo app. Whew, what are we getting ourselves into? Let's do it. Here's a preview of what you will build. Cat photo. This is so basic. So basic. Cat photo app. See more cat photos. There's no gallery. What? Things cat love. Catnip. Laser pointers. Lasagna. Okay. Top 3 things cats hate. Flea treatment. Thunder. Other cats. Cats hate other cats. Oh, there's a cat forum. Is your cat an indoor and outdoor cat? What's your cat's personality? Oh, this is a very important. Oh, and it like stockpiles. That's great. I love it. Okay. I'm assuming this endeavor is going to take me several years. It's kind of something I want to do over the course of the next like 4 or 5 years of my life. I'm getting into something pretty deep right now. I'm planning to commit. The text for an element goes between its opening and closing tags. Find the H1 element and change this text to cat photo app. Change the text. So change this text. The hello world. Ah, nice. Check your code. Congratulations, your code passes. Yay. Oh, we're on step 2. The H1 through H6 heading elements are used to signify the importance of content below them. The lower the number, the higher the importance, so H2 elements have less importance than H1 elements. Only use H1 elements per page and place lower importance headings below higher importance headings. Below the H1 element, add an H2 element with this text. Oh, okay. H2, cat photos. I'm not used to pressing these lesser than buttons on the keyboard. Yes. We're building it. The P element is used to create a paragraph. Create a P element below your H2. Like that? Let's go. Paragraph. Okay. Commenting allows you to leave messages without affecting the browser display. It also allows you to make code inactive. A comment in HTML starts with that's like a really loud arrow is what it looks like. The arrow is like yelling at me. Damn arrow. I'm sorry. You got my attention. It contains any number of lines of text and ends with a quiet arrow. For example, the comment removes H1 contains the text to do remove H1. Oh, the comments are for other programmers to see. That makes sense. Oh, it does say above. Okay. I will say it's been a while since I've like learned something to a point where I have to pay attention and read things this specifically. Like this is honestly, this feels like I'm reading like Yu-Gi-Oh cards with like how specific the punctuation in every single word is. So I really need to pay attention to like the details of the things it's asking me. Cause yeah, I'll just say that much. Okay, next step. HTML5 has some elements that identify different content areas. These elements make your HTML easier to read and help with search engine optimization and accessibility. Identify the main section of this page by adding a main opening tag before the H1 element and a main closing tag after the P element. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what this is going to do to it. Did it make it bigger? And then after the P element, does that mean the next line or does that mean like directly after? Okay. It makes it the main section where all the code will be compiled. In the previous step, you put the H1, H2 comment, and P elements inside the main element. This is called nesting. Nested element should be placed 2 spaces further to the right of the element they are nested in. The spacing is called indentation and is used to make the HTML easier to read. The H1 element, H2 element, and the comment are indented 2 spaces more than the main elements in the code below. Use the spacebar on your keyboard to add 2 more spaces in front of the P element so that it is indented properly as well. Oh, so is there 2 spaces right there? Okay, you can add images to your website by using the IMG elements. IMG elements have an opening tag without a closing tag. The tag for an element without a closing tag is known as a self-closing tag. Add an IMG element below the P element. At this point, no image will show up in the browser. So just that? So like that? Okay. Okay, HTML attributes are special words used inside the opening tag of an element to control the element's behavior. The src attribute is an image element, specifies the image URL where the image is located. Here's an example of an image element with the srb attribute. Inside the existing image element, add the src. Okay. src equals cat picture. How cute is the cat? It's adorable. Let's go. It's so adorable. I love it. Okay, so put quotation. So images space src equals quotations. All image elements should have an alt attribute. The alt attribute's text is used for screen readers to improve accessibility and is displayed when the image fails to load. For example, src equals cat.jpg, alt equals a cat, has an alt attribute with the text a cat. Inside the image element, add an alt attribute with the text a cute orange cat lying on its back. Okay, kind of copy and paste that one. So it was after the quotations. Space alt equals your image element's alt attribute is set to something other than nice. A fluffy little demon. It's so cute. I just want to pet him over and over again. You can link to another page with the anchor a element. For example, a href equals, we'll link to freecamp.org. Okay. Okay, add an anchor element after the paragraph link. So do I, after the paragraph link? So it goes after a href equals, let's cap freecatphotoapp.com and oh wait, no quotations. This time it's an apostrophe. We call apostrophes ticks. Okay, surrounded by ticks. Okay. Step 11. A link's text must be placed between the opening and closing tags of an anchor. A element, for example, is a link with the text, click here to go. At the anchor text, link to cat pictures to the anchor element that will become the link's text. Say that 10 times fast. Okay, if it goes right here, link to cat pictures. All right, moving on. In the previous step, you turn the words link to cat pictures into a link by placing them between opening and closing anchor A tags. You can do the same to words inside of an element, such as a P element. In the text of your P element, turn the words cat photos into a link to freecatphotos.com by adding opening and closing anchor tags around these words. Oh, okay. Now I get it, I think. Wrong spot. Okay, right there. Okay, we're pretty much like putting the thing that we just did inside. Does it need quotations as well? Oh, so we need the href equals cat photos. Then put it right there. Was that backwards? Right, okay. So bam. And this should be, so it was backwards. See more cat photos, okay. Is that it? Oh my God, we did it. Okay, so it's href equals, wait, so why did the first one have quotations, but the second one did not have quotations? Wait, should have quotes? There we go. This website looks beautiful so far. Freaking gorgeous. Okay, now that you turn the text cat photos inside the P element into a link, you don't need the second link below the P element. Delete the entire element below the P element. Yeah, that's freaking redundant, man. That's beautiful. Much cleaner. Add a target attribute with the value blank to the anchor A element's opening tag, so the link opens in a new tab. Okay, A/blank target equals underscore blank. Oh, the value of it. There it is. Okay, so I feel like the way it describes the instructions is not as good as it could be. Oh, okay, my friend's here. My friend's here. Be right back.